Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're working on the OBS gasser again. We've been having a couple no starts, only when it gets warm though. So we're going to change out that distributor, which is a known problem. So let's go ahead and dig right into that. Okay, so what we have here is a 96 F150 with the 5.0 V8, also known as a 302. As I said before, the distributor there has an electronic pickup coil in it that is a known problem, so we're going to get that changed out. And James is disconnecting the battery first. Of course, that's just a 1/2 inch wrench there. So we are going with the Duralast Gold distributor. In our little town, it's the only option that I had available, and we do need this truck to run right now, so we're going to go ahead and use that. Okay, for the top plastic cover here, that's just a 7mm nut driver. You've got one there, one off to the side there. Now to remove the intake.
5/16.
Got a 5/16 nut driver. We'll be removing it there and also here, just to pull the whole tube out of the way. You also have the breather tube down on the oil fill, same size. And last but not least, the end of the tube. We're just going to pull that completely out of the way. So we have recently done the plugs, wire, cap, rotor, coil, control module. So we have been chasing this problem for a minute. But the last thing to do is the distributor with the pickup coil, and that is a known problem in these. So first thing we'll do is just pull that cap and get it just kind of out of the way. And it's just 2 metal clips, one on each side.
Hooks it back there.
And now, because this truck did run, it does not have a timing issue, it's just the electronic pickup coil that's going bad. We're going to take a picture of this for reference so that we can put the new distributor back exactly the way the old one came out. Alright, at this point, to remove the distributor, you can see there is a keeper bolt down there, and that is a 1/2 inch. So once you remove that, now with that apart, get that bolt pulled and we'll go ahead and pull that distributor out.
Great. Ta-da.
You'll just lift straight out. Notice how the rotor does turn when you pull that out. Remember that going back in, because that's going to turn when you're putting that back in there also. And just like that, we've got the old distributor out. Make sure that this O-ring is there. Actually doesn't look too bad. Too bad electronics fail. Being we did just replace with a better than OEM cap and rotor, we're going to continue using those, so we'll just set that aside for the moment and get that new distributor. James gets that unwrapped. Alright, for this rubber O-ring, we just want to put just a dab of grease on there, just so that it doesn't roll the O-ring when it's going back in. Doesn't have to be a lot, just enough.
Stuff's clear. tooth off. So we'll just use it like that. That looks about right. There we go. Alrighty, that looks about right. Pop it back up.
So as you can see, it was a tooth off. All right, with a little bit of finagling, you can see we've got this matched up. We did reference our picture, and this tab here that the cap can only line up to is perfectly in line with the edge of the rotor, which is also pointed at the wire harness. Now that just happened to be how it was when we pulled it out. We did not do top dead center on this because, as I said before, this didn't have a timing issue. So that should work just fine for us. All right, we got the keeper bolt tightened down.
Plug that stuff back in.
I'll just plug that back in. Set the cap back on.
Back in place.
Now we'll get the intake put back on. Okay, got the plastic cover back on, and he's hooking up the battery. Get that tightened on, and we'll be ready to fire it up. Alright, so there you go. Truck fired up just fine. Distributor's working correctly. So that's how you change that out real quick. If you like this video, definitely give it that thumbs up. Don't forget to click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. And we'll see you in the next one.